Sorry.
Sounding good? Sounding good? Do you need me to go up or down?
Can you turn me down? Because it's just...
Like that?
Yeah, that's great. No, actually a little more. Turn me up a little more.
Up,
Sorry about that.
Up,
that's great. That's
up,
perfect.
Up.
All right, everybody. We are in Seattle right now. Seattle's in Washington. I did type a story yesterday. I began to type a story that said Seattle, Oregon. Seattle, Oregon.
Wow. And she claims to be a grunge girl. I'm just going to be honest and vulnerable for a minute. This level of closeness that we're sitting is too close.
What, for you mentally?
Yeah.
Like
I can't even look at you. I'm like.
I know. It's like we have to either be looking directly at each other like we're literally playing a chess game.
No.
I mean, we are so close.
It's too close. It's too inside the bubble.
Well, I mean, can I tell you something? You don't really have a choice.
I know, exactly. That's why I'm kind of dissociating from my own body.
Yeah, we don't have a choice. Libbie's having a very difficult time looking at me right now, this head-on. It's like a head-on collision. It's very difficult for her.
I'm looking at your blouse.
At my Alice in Chains blouse that a fan brought.
It was very nice.
Oh, God. I cut it up. I made it all nice and cool. I thought I'd wear my little...
Your little what?
I thought I'd wear my little Seattle, my little ochre.
Well, you should have worn like a flannel over it.
I would have. Well, that's why I have my kind of jacket to break it up a little bit, you know? It's like the...
Well, either you're a goth girl or you're not. Wow, look at that camera angle. It is just really cool. I'm having a meltdown. I'm spiraling.
I don't think it's that bad. Do you want me to lift it up higher? Let me lift it up higher.
No, it's just the side of my face is ugly.
Oh, honeys. Oh, God. We need to do... I mean, I went ahead and I had a feeling that you were going to be having a meltdown.
I had a feeling. Well, I just woke up, so that ruined everything for me. But I needed to go to sleep because I was so tired. It'll be fine. Everything's fine.
For sure. Well, the cool part is I did a little Q&A on, or a little, hey, drop your question here. We're recording Slop City on my phone. And the best part is that
they're on your phone.
My phone's recording the podcast right now. So,
do you want me to set up a camera?
No, not at all.
Do you remember any of the questions?
Yeah, I remember quite a few. There were some good ones in there. Someone wanted us to do a lesion check-in. They were like, hey, I need like a malt psoriasis check-in. And part of me was like, well, maybe you should just go to the Patreon because we have a chat now dedicated specifically to lesions. The Patreon chat is fucking lit, dude.
Is it popping?
It is popping with a G, hard G after that.
I need to go in there more. Yeah. But in order for me to get there, I have to log out of my own Patreon. And I mean, to log out of something and log into something else is really hard.
No, that's jarring. You can't, because you can't be in there as two creators.
Yeah, because I don't subscribe to Slop City.
Okay, because I'm on my Patreon and I subscribe to Chelsea's Patreon because I like to go on there and jack off every now and then, okay? Sometimes I go on there and I look at tits and stuff.
But how do you go on Slop Cities?
I'll be on Slop City as a creator, and then I literally just click an arrow on the appy and it moves me over to Tina Dybal, who is a patron.
Oh, okay. So you're actually patronizing through Slop City then?
Yes, I'm patronizing through Slop City.
Because I have my Patreon and then I switch over to go to Chelsea's and it's still my Patreon. You know what I mean?
Yep. So I'm all in on the Slop one.
I think that subscribing to Chelsea's Patreon under our Slop City should have been something that should have been discussed as a business, as a business.
You think that I should have consulted you before I made such a rash decision like that?
Are you top tier? What's going on?
Yeah.
Are you top tier? here.
No, I'm a $5 a month, okay? I didn't go balls deep. I ain't giving our girl some whatever.
Maybe she can deduct that from our employee payments.
Yeah, I think that she could deduct it from my I-9, which is my immigration paperwork that will hopefully get me a,
Hotel?
Yep. I was pointing at a business, actually. I was going to say a business.
Does this room look like your room?
Yeah. Can I be honest? Mine's nicer.
Huh.
I don't know why. I think mine has higher ceilings, which always adds to the feng shui of a room.
What floor are you on?
Oh, I'm on freaking 1.
You have taller ceilings.
I'm on wild. Yeah, I believe I do. Now listen, I am going to be measuring your ceiling height in your room here in Seattle. Okay? I'm going to be measuring your ceiling height, and then once I exit this podcast, once I'm done being a guest on your podcast, I'm going to head on down to my room, and I will be measuring my ceilings, and then I'll give you a full report on what's going on down there. Okay.
Well, I will let you know this is a disabled room. So the ceilings might be shorter because we go crazy in here, you know. They don't want us fucking flying in the freaking air, dude.
Oh, yeah. They're like, whoa, this disabled person might have a spasm and jump too high.
To the sky.
Into the sky through the Holiday Inn. 2 fingers. That's a person jumping through the ceiling.
Whoa.
But, yeah, I think mine is nicer. And maybe it's just that there's all these jarring lights around me that it feels like we're about to cast a spell in here, guys.
Well, I will tell you, this table is supposed to be over there. Your chair's supposed to be over there.
I am sitting propped up on this little cute hotel chair. I've got 3 pillars under me, and I'm sitting with my legs open like I'm ready. Dude. Guys love it when you do this.
They do?
Yeah, guys love it when you literally do this and you are just like squatting on there.
Wow.
They love it.
They do love it. Unfortunately, nobody's going to experience that from me.
Yeah, I understand that. Maybe at some point.
Maybe when, I don't know, new legs.
Yeah, probably when you get new legs.
Squatting on that thing.
You going to be squatting on that thing. Oh, that's what we need to all be working on.
Squatting on that thing?
We all need to be getting better at squatting on that thing.
Right.
Because I want to get better at squatting on that thing. I'm in a rut.
Right. I want to not only be able to get better at squatting on that thing, I want to squat on that thing.
Yeah. Oh, dude. I want to be, I don't want to just be squatting on that thing. I want to be squatting on that thing.
You want to be bouncing on that thing.
I want to be going ba-boing, 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 babushka, babushka.
Why do you guys love that so much?
Because
they're wild.
They're disgusting pigs.
They're like, yeah, I can see your pussy, my dick going in and out.
I think that's what it is. It's definitely the dick. Like it gives people power, probably.
Oh God.
You know, which is fine with me because I've had fun every time I've been like gagoo, 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 gagoo.
Now, even if I did the gagoo like that, my belly would be hanging down over the area, so you wouldn't be able to see the ding dong going in.
No, it would not. No way, dude. If you were going like this, I've seen you naked. There's no way, dude. I mean,
wait, do you have somewhere to support your hands like that?
Well, I usually will ideally be using the specimen's legs.
The specimens. Well, I have in a hotel had a gentleman lay on a ottoman, a longer ottoman. And then I could squat on that thing because my feet were still on the floor.
Okay, so I'm trying to picture this exactly. Hold on. But paint me a picture of this. We're looking at this hotel bed right now. What are you talking about? What would be the ideal?
Okay, I'll get up and show you.
Yeah.
And if you could narrate.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so Libbie is getting up right now. She is taking out her headphones. She's walking over to the hotel bed. She does have linen pants on. I think that's important to know. And she's wearing a cardigan.
Imagine this is taller and longer.
Okay, ottoman is taller and longer. Like up to level with the bed.
So the specimen laid on it.
The specimen laid on the ottoman,
which was long,
on his back, which was long, could withstand, I'd say, a 6-foot person.
Right.
Okay.
And I then went around it like this.
Oh, yeah.
And was bouncing on that.
Oh, you were bouncing on that thing, dude. That's what I'm talking about. Look at that thing going. So Libbie is pretending to bounce on that thing right now. She is showing how she would be bouncing on that thing. How I'm like, go. This is the gagoo, what we're doing right now.
And
She's
I take the man and push him like so.
yeah. She pushes him and she does a somersault.
And I barely stand up.
Oh man. Okay, so yeah. Oh, so the guy's back was on that. That's nice.
It was really nice.
Now, what guy is this? Just was this a what guy was it?
This is one of my many romantic interests.
Sure.
It's a guy that goes by the name of Harold.
Okay, so Harold was laying on the ottoman, just light as a feather, stiff as a board.
Well,
light as a feather, stiff as a board. Or was it like, was his body, was it like head to ass cheeks were supported?
Well, what I did was
push on that thing.
I pushed the ottoman up towards the couch. And I'd say shoulders, head on couch.
Knees and toes.
Ottoman took his torso.
Okay.
So if you were to cut off his arms and legs and just lay the torso on there, that's what it would be.
Yeah, so if we're just going for it, cutting arms and legs off, torso. Yes. Okay.
And I did put a little towel on there so that he wouldn't stick to it. You know, maybe he got sweaty. I didn't want him to, because that is very porous.
Oh, this ottoman that we're looking at right here, if we're rating hotel ottomans to be fucking on, I would say this is one of the worst in town. Maybe ever. It's too low for me. I don't really see how I could get on that and have fun. Let me demonstrate. Why don't you narrate what I'm doing over there?
I want to make sure you're in there. Can you move it over to my camera view?
Move your camera to me.
No, here, I'll just move yours. How about that?
Okay.
Hold on a minute. Whoa! Ah!
God damn it! No!
I can't believe it wasn't you.
It wasn't me for once. It wasn't me for once. Hold on, I'm trying to get a towel. I'm trying to get a towel. Hold on, I'm moving quick.
Mayhem!
I'm going quick.
Save the day!
Whoa.
Dude, you saved the day, brother.
Whoa, that was freaking mayhem, dude. Guys, you wouldn't even freaking believe what just happened in Seattle.
Whoa. All right. Let's try this again. Just moving this camera everywhere. Thanks, brother, for your fast and timely. All right.
Hey, man, listen, I know how to wipe a table. I'm like the guy at Din Tai Fung.
Oh, God, he was wiping it faster than that thing.
Okay.
All right, so Tina is approaching the ottoman.
It's just not really doing. I'm thinking, like, what would it do for me other than I could be there?
Wow, can actually see your underpants underneath.
I could be like this.
But then the dude would have to be really healthy, and he would be putting a lot of his weight on you.
He would have to be bending all the way down. This level of ottoman, I guess a guy, maybe a guy could be right there. And the fact that we just say a guy.
Because we know who it is.
So a guy could be right there, and I could have this for my knees.
Yeah.
And be going.
You could be doing push-ups on that thing.
I'm doing push-ups on that thing.
That is really cool.
So.
Or he could be on that while you're over here getting your pussy ate. You could be on the bed getting your pussy ate.
And he could be having
sitting there. A sit.
Oh, he could. He could be resting comfortably going like this.
Yep, that is really cool. I love that.
I love the seat. So we found a something for it.
That is really cool.
Hey, I'm just glad we found something for it, because I truly was beginning to worry that ottoman Can you tell how I'm breathing heavy?
That's fine. We did some extensive work.
That was some activity.
Let me plug this in without turning everything off.
Excuse me. Didn't mean to burp just now, guys. I'll say, dude, I really am starting to get... I go through phases with things, and there's been a lot of phases on this podcast of you and I, everything. Like, we've been doing this thing for 5 years now.
Quite some time.
We've been doing this thing for 5 years now. There was a time when my asshole was constantly blowing out, and it was always ripped, and it was bleeding constantly. And, I've kind of grown out of that.
Whoa.
It's not happening as often anymore. You know what I mean? It still does happen every now and then, but all in all, it's kind of calmed down. But the big issue I'm really struggling with right now is my body odor. So
I don't notice any body odor from you.
That's great and all. But it's there.
Tina has what's called hyperhidrosis of the hands.
You don't like it, kiss her ass.
Kiss her ass.
Yeah. You think I touched that person's hand and it was very wet and sweaty.
So if you don't like it, kiss her ass.
Maybe you come up and give her a little hug and her 2 armpits saturate your shirt.
So if you don't like it, kiss her ass.
Maybe I'm talking loudly next to you and a piece of spit, some debris flies out from my mouth onto your face or something like that. And
so if you don't like it, kiss her ass.
Maybe you're in the kitchen and you smell onion and you thought, okay, I don't need any more onion for the spaghetti sauce. And then you see Tina walk in and smell onion and you go, oh, I don't need your help. You don't have to cut the onion. I already cut it. And then she holds up a full onion and you haven't even cut it yet. It's just her armpit.
Ugly looking bitch. If you don't like it, kiss her ass.
Yeah, that was a multi-pronged attack at anyone who's hating on me. But all in all, I think I do need to start working on some of the supplement thing. I'm going to go with our friend Brittany Nash, who's in Tammy Bangs, one of the hottest women I've ever had the pleasure of meeting and being in person with.
Sexually intimate with?
Could you imagine banging her?
No.
I don't even, it's like, it would feel like I'm watching Blake Lively in that movie where she's like in love with 2 men and she's like, oh yeah, me and these 2 guys, they're both so in love with me and I have sex with both of them and they're so in love with me and they fight for me and would die for me. That's how I feel like I would feel watching.
A porn with her?
Yeah.
I think it would just be weird because we've seen her fake bang on Tammy Bangs.
Yeah, for sure. But just all around. Listen, guys, I'm not trying to sound like a creepy neighborhood guy, but I'm,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Where is it?
I don't know. There's so many things on here that I just, I've really... I hope that was a real laugh he recorded for us.
Oh, he faked it so hard.
It does sound faked.
It's a little forced, but you know what? You either get a fake laugh or no Randy laugh. Which one do you choose?
Yeah.
If you don't like it?
So if you don't like it, kiss her ass.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of some of the questions that people had. One of them, for sure, was a lesion check-in. And basically, like, that, that's, we got that. There's a hand lesion still working. Scalp is in progress. That's just the best way.
In progress being fixed or becoming a lesion?
In progress of becoming fixed.
Okay.
Kind of just exfoliating all that scalpy.
Wow.
Doing all that.
Arms are really red.
Arms are really red, but allegedly this is the healing stage. I mean, I think everyone's lying to me. I think someone just looks at a lesion and says what they think about it. Like, they're like, yeah, that's a healing stage. That's it. Like, no doctor.
Don't think so?
I don't even know where we're at with any of it.
I'm still floored of the fact that you have adult onset plaque psoriasis.
Adult onset.
I don't really have any big lesions that are cool to show. I have this fingernail that's bothering me. You ever bite your fingernail down real low and then discover there's another micro fingernail underneath it that's just hanging on for no reason, and you try to pull it off and it hurts and starts bleeding and it feels like it's infected for 2 weeks?
Oh, yeah, and you wake up in the morning and you're like, how? Why is my finger?
And it's just a fingernail. It shouldn't hurt that bad.
No, and it's a little paper-thin guy that will be under.
How does it get under there? How does a separate fingernail grow under a fingernail?
I'm not really sure, but it happens constantly. Because especially when you're a DIY manicure person, which is what I am because I bite my nails, you're going to run into that second fingernail a lot.
And some people might say, well, that's just your fingernail split. This is a totally separate fingernail underneath my fingernail, which has grown a life of its own. It began to grow and said, I'm not with this other fingernail. I am my own being, an entity.
For sure. Is that true, though? Because if that is true, maybe.
I don't think it was split.
You think it truly was just another little piece
because this
growing.
one is attached underneath the fingernail.
Holy fuck.
So I have the fingernail, and then attached underneath is another little tiny baby separate fingernail. And it hurts so bad.
That might be something that you need to take up with your local nail tech.
Well, I'm not taking it anywhere, because if I take it to the nail tech, she'll start digging it and trying to get it out, and I'll go, oh! and we'll be too afraid to say, that hurts.
Yeah, and next thing you know, you have French tips, French tip acrylics, and you're like, what the fuck happened?
I've got 2 long fingernails on one finger. She acrylics both fingernails.
Yeah, you have 2 little, there's 2 little layers.
Called stacking.
Oh, God. Dude, I remember so the first person in my life that ever I watched them lose their fingernail.
Stop.
I mean, it was crazy. But I mean, the growing process, it was like they had 2 little families.
Oh, God.
I love that she talks about split fingernails and I'm
just thinking about somebody having 2 little things growing.
Oh, yeah, dude. Because, there's the shitty layer and then there's the under guy.
Does it hurt when it's growing out?
I don't think so. I mean, I remember I did lose one toenail on my toe, on my foot.
Yeah.
And it was my big thumb. Yeah, get that last drop of Coke. Oh, God.
Because I want that over there.
The Coke that is all over the towel. Get a little sip off of there. This gal is out of her mind today. I mean, I've seen her do 2 things she never does, which is spill a drink. I don't even know when the last time I watched you spill something is.
Never have.
You're not a big spiller. Not like me. You get close because your ass will come this close to just busting something off a shelf. Be bouncing off that thing,
busting
dude.
a guy's nuts.
Yeah, for sure.
Busting.
Oh, man. No, but there are so many close calls with you where I watch and I'll be watching and I'm like,
your eyes
it's like when you're backing up the trailer. You're like, all right, we only have this amount of room and I'll watch your ass just brush.
Graze.
That's what it is. It'll graze something just ever so slightly. And I'm like,
and it's going.
Yeah. When it starts to go, I always will be like.
And the best part is I don't know it's happening. So that's great.
You have no idea. You're like Simba. Simba literally just is like, duh, duh, and like his fucking tail's whacking a coffee thing off, going crazy.
Oh, coffee sounds so good.
Ooh, yes. I love hearing your voice. I got a raspberry White Claw. That's what I've got. Oh, yeah, today we were cruising down into the gorge. Cruising down the streets of Seattle today to Dayton Typhona.
what did you say about Din Tai Fung? Yeah.
That's the best fucking restaurant I've ever been to in my life. And I've had hibachi, I've had Chinese buffets, I've had all sorts of stuff, Thai food. Nothing compares to Din Tai Fung. Din Tai Fung. Ooh yeah, we're cruising down the streets of Seattle with a very progressive Uber driver. Wants to talk politics, but you think that it's politics, but it ends up being real life, and it was really heavy and scary.
Wow. Shout out to that Uber driver who
Been through a lot.
been through some shit.
And at first I was like, is this guy going to start talking politics? And I was like, no, he's literally just telling us what's going on in his life. He was just like, hey, how you doing? Yeah, this is what's going on in my life.
Then it reminds me that I got it pretty easy. So.
Oh, God. For sure. I realize I'm over here crying about my stupid ass fucking psoriasis. And I'm like, I need to start shutting the fuck up. Barbara, something's going on with the
Barbara, sign into the guest Wi-Fi. We don't want to.
Barbara, something's going on with the computer. I'm
Fucking
scared.
moron.
That's because you're a fucking moron.
Yeah, you little whore.
I love when this video reemerges. People just tag us in it.
Oh, God, it's my favorite fucking thing in the world. That was the recent update on Ashley Gay, right? Is that she bought a cat or adopted an animal.
Yeah, that was a while. That was like maybe within the last year. As far as I know, she looked older.
Yeah.
Cindy looked older.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I didn't really see Cindy's tits in that one, but.
We could look if we didn't have to use our phones, but.
Well, I thought about bringing my laptop in here, and I was like, you know what? Nah, I'm not gonna.
No, because what's going to happen after this is we're going to part ways. I'm going to put all these fucking lamps back, and then I'm getting back in that bed and watch that 52-inch TV.
What have you been watching? Because
I haven't watched anything. I've been sleeping that whole time.
now, how someone did ask, they were like, how are you feeling at this point on tour? Blah, blah, blah. They were trying to check in.
I feel better than I have felt in the past.
During this specific tour?
Yeah.
Interesting. Like physically or mentally?
Physically, because I think the last few days it's not been a ton of steps. It's those steps that just take me to the next level.
Yeah, those fuck you up, dude. It's something, though, that you don't even fucking think about. Like, I was looking, there was another comic that I showed up in my TikTok feed that's disabled. I'm not sure, like, if it's a walking, like, deal, but they were talking about how they're only going to ADA, except
Theaters?
like to theaters that are like ADA compliant. And
That's
I was
what
like,
I'm gonna
oh
do.
my God, Libbie needs that.
That's what I'm going to do. And it's not many.
No, these are old buildings. I guess I'm just like, why can't we just put a nice little elevator everywhere? Why can't we just add an elevator on everywhere? Yeah, add on. How difficult can it be? You add on to the building, you bust open a fucking door.
I think a lot of them are historical buildings and they're not supposed to mess with them. But in my brain, it's like, okay, so we're going to exclude a whole population of people because it's historical. You know what else is historical?
This pussy.
Genocide.
Yeah, that too.
Lots of bad stuff, but we say, hey, let's do better.
Yeah. And
But it's not all
I'm
about
not
me.
Sure we are.
I do know a comic that's in a wheelchair sometimes. I think that's Josh Blue. I think he's in it sometimes. Or maybe he has a lot of audience members that are in wheelchairs, and I went and saw him at a place that was ADA compliant. It made me happy. I wasn't in need of it at the time, but I took someone that was in a wheelchair.
Sure.
All right, that'll be it for us today. That's how I'm feeling. How are you feeling? I can't look at you when I asked you, though. Sorry.
Why? Because it's too close.
It's too intimate.
What if I leaned back here? How does this feel for you? Not as bad?
That's a little bit better.
Yeah.
It's this right here is too close. And it's not you personally, it would be anyone.
You just don't like sitting that close to people. Is it the eye contact?
It's
what
the
is
eye
it?
contact, because I guess
Let's dig into it. Let's make you more uncomfortable.
I guess I feel like you can see into my soul, and what you'll see is darkness.
Oh, but
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
I've come to talk to you again, and saw the vision softly sleeping. That song does slap.
What was that?
Oh, I think it was just me setting this down.
I heard like a back there.
Could have been
Could have been your pussy lips opening.
could have been my pussy lips because I'm sitting over here and a fucking grinding on that, dropping on that thing.
Are you comfortable?
Honestly, I'm more comfortable than I have been other times.
Oh, good.
So, I'd say I'm feeling pretty good. In regards to the darkness, when I look over at you at this little chess table that we have, yeah, there's darkness for sure. But there's
Oh God,
there's darkness in me, dude. There's darkness in everyone.
But is there light?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I'm starting to think maybe there isn't. I'm starting to think some people are just evil motherfuckers.
Whoa!
I really am. I'm going. Yeah. I'm going all in. You know what I want to connect with? I don't want to connect with more people. I want to connect with more outdoors things. That's what I want to be doing.
Do it.
Oh, I mean, I'm already. You know what I was thinking about today? I was like, man, before tour next February, you know what I should do? Take a class on backing up a trailer and surprise these gals come February. I literally think I'm going to take a class.
Where can you do that?
I don't know. I'll just Google it.
Google taking class on backing up.
I'll go to google.com. I'll hit enter, and then I'll put in my search query, and then I'll hit enter again.
What
and
about if
hopefully I come
Greg-
up with some results.
Greg could probably teach you.
Could you imagine Greg trying to teach you something?
I think he could do it good though.
You do?
Yeah, because
I guess he is really nice and very supportive. He's definitely seems like a patient person.
and would be funny about it too.
Yeah, he probably. Oh yeah, he would be funny. He'd be roasting me the whole time. Oh God.
I'd like to learn too. Maybe if they have a 2-for-1, let me know. I'll go to it too.
Yeah, I'll see if there's any Groupons on
Groupons.
getting a CDL.
Don't want a CDL, just want to back up and put that trailer in that thing.
When we were on the highway the other day, I saw a fucking semi that had 3 little compartments on it, like 3 little
it
Legos.
said- What did it say? Long load.
Long load. Yeah, I was like, oh, cool, yummy.
I was like, wow, that guy's driving, man.
I could never. I can barely back up my own Camry. Okay, I literally park in the same spot for the same 8 years that I have lived in this place, and every fucking time I'm like, oh God, am I gonna hit it? Am I gonna hit it? And it's like, no, you don't have depth perception. Like, I need to just set up a little flag on my street that lets me know when to stop. That's what I need.
That's so nerdy.
Oh,
With a little reflector light.
Yes, I want a reflector light, and then I want the little fringy things that hang off like a little girl's bike.
So when you hit it, it goes.
Yes, so it lets me know, and I want to hear the, you know, like a doorstop. I want it to go.
You put that there though. Somebody else is going to want to take availability of that.
Good thing is, my next door neighbor can't drive anymore.
Wow.
Got her car taken away from her. Not financial reasons.
Just an older person?
Elderly, can't be driving anymore.
Oh,
So-
God. How does she get her groceries, Reese?
I think her buddy brings them or something.
hasn't
She's got some people.
In 4 years,
Oh my God, she's so hungry.
she's starving.
No, I've seen her, and she seems like she's doing pretty good. Just lost the PT Cruiser, and I think that's a car that anyone could part with.
My mom had a PT Cruiser, loved it.
Oh God,
Convertible one.
Remember Stryker Spurlock?
Oh, that's right.
Stryker Spurlock had a PT Cruiser, or maybe his mom did. I can't remember.
What's her name? Lisa?
Nancy Spurlock.
Good Lord, I haven't heard that name in a hot minute.
Stryker Spurlock is a comedian that came up with us in St. Louis. One of the weirdest, little guys I've ever met in my life.
And also extremely smart.
Extremely smart, extremely funny.
God.
I mean,
I
good
love that
looking.
guy.
Oh, God, he's so fucking funny. Brilliant little fucking... I keep saying little, but I'm saying that because, you know, he used to be this little string bean. Like, you know, because he started doing comedy when he was like 14.
Yeah, it was
dude.
ridiculous. He was at open mics.
Skinniest little fucking string bean.
And I was always intimidated by him. A 14-year-old child. I was like, I can't do comedy by this guy. He'll say I'm stupid.
Right? I'm like, look at this motherfucker up there with a Where's Waldo shirt, cool ass fucking striped shirt, looking ass motherfucker wearing skinny ass black jeans. Don't give a fuck what anyone thinks about him.
Doing smart jokes.
Yeah, doing smarter jokes, doing jokes that make me think. I'm recording his set, being like, okay, what did that mean?
And looking
like-
around, everybody's laughing. Like, okay, I'm too stupid for this joke. Shout out to Striker Spurlock, and his name is Striker. Coolest name in the business.
And it's spelled with a Y, like the hospital beds and all the hospital stuff. And no, he's not related to them. He's not making billions of dollars off the medical industry. But what he is doing is warming, you know, billions of hearts with his humor and all that. So give it up for Striker Spurlock, everybody. I think
I'd like to add to that.
I think we should also give it up for Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce for just giving us some hope and love and light lately. Mm-hmm. I definitely like to thank Taylor Swift for getting us through this tour.
Yeah.
Because, you know, sometimes you just forget about like a band for a little while and you go through ebbs and flows with a person and whatever. And, you know, I've been really reinvigorated by Taylor Swift.
Same.
In this last year. Well, I would say since Midnight's came out. Because since Midnight's...
Sorry.
Oh, your burp?
That burp smelled like straight up dentai tongue.
Libby, my burp.
Sausages.
My burps have been horrendous to the point that I'm like, I don't know if I can go there in the morning and eat there again. I mean, I'm burping
dare you.
up dumplings and it's...
Oh, God. They're so... I could have eaten 3 shelves of them myself.
I busted open...
A nut?
I busted open a dumpling, one of the truffle ones, onto this shirt.
And you can smell it?
Every now and then I'm getting a little whiff of truffle, and when I say it makes me want to fucking swing on myself... Dude, oh God, I'm so fucking mad about it. Because it's like, it's my fault, you know.
You can't help where it's going to squirt.
I can't help where the dumpling's going to squirt, but I'd like to just, you know, just maybe I need to just start carrying a little bib around or something. Just really asking for an extra napkin, just advocating for myself everywhere I go.
I actually want to watch them making it because how do they get that little juice in there and tie it up real quick?
Oh, the dumpling? Well, I don't think they're putting the juice in there.
I mean,
I don't think
there's
they're-
liquid in there.
Yeah, but I think that's
Think
like...
it's coming from the meat?
Yeah, I think it's coming from the stuff. I think it's all the nice flavors and the broth that it's probably... And they probably do a little, you know...
Yeah, but how did they get it in there and then get it tied up so quick?
I'm going to be honest. I have absolutely no idea. What I will say is that that we could watch the guys do it tomorrow morning when we get there. And it was, I did see something about the Din Tai Fung saying that they have the signature 18-fold on their
It's a lot of folds.
dumplings. And I'm like, could you imagine? I mean, so because they're just basically taking like a circle and
Or
they're
a
just
square,
going,
maybe. Is it a square or a circle?
not
I don't
sure.
even know. Whatever they're doing it right. They have a science. It's delicious. And sometimes a piece of plastic will get in one of your dumplings and nearly kill you.
I didn't want to say it, but it's like, I said to Beth while we were outside smoking a joint a couple hours ago, I was like, man, that was a really good dinner tonight. You know, I'm just going over the day. Oh God, we had a really beautiful drive. I'm talking to her like a dad, like, oh boy, we're having a good old time. Now we're smoking this joint together, me and my son. And I was like, oh God, we had a great dinner. And she goes, yeah, for sure. Until I almost swallowed that plastic. And then we really talked it through, and it's like, bro.
Could have been bad.
So if it was there was a plastic shard, and I'm not shitting on even this restaurant. I am going back there tomorrow, okay? We're not filing lawsuits. And am I going to think a little more every time I take a bite out of a little dumpling? Yeah, for sure. But that's my preface. But either way, Beth goes to take a bite of this small, little, adorable dessert dumpling. It's got chocolate juices in there, chocolate. Just, I don't even know what you call it. Cream?
It's just like a liquid, a hot molten lava liquid.
Oh, God, it's perfect. Just these wonderful little dessert dumplings. And Beth goes to take a bite of the last one. She actually offered it to me. You know, it could have been me.
Could have been you. Could have been any of us, honestly.
Could have been any of us, dude. We could be dead. Any of us could be dead right now, man. Can you believe that? But yeah, she did. She offered it to me. She offered it to all of us. And I was like, no, I can't, man. Get that fucking little dessert dumpling away from me. And Beth goes to eat it. And there was a mother. She's like, piece of plastic. And it looked like just a little triangle. Like an isosceles triangle. It was a shard, dude. I would say it was 2 inches long.
It would have annihilated her throat had she swallowed it.
She was like, I think I would have had to go to the hospital.
Oh, if she would have started choking on it and someone did the Heimlich, it would have cut her.
Oh, God. Or
I couldn't stop thinking that maybe that little baby sitting next to us would have got it, and then he's choking on it because he doesn't know that plastic's not supposed to be in there. It was scary.
It was a very alarming piece of a triangle plastic chunk in there. It was very alarming. And I will say too, like, it wasn't me that it happened to, so obviously I'm not going to demand like any kind of dicks count or whatever on our meal, but the manager comes over, kind of is like, oh, okay, like what's going on? And we're like, yo, there was a piece of motherfucking plastic in this dumpling kind of thing. And she like cared a little bit. I'm not mad at her, but I was like, you're only going to you're taking off one dessert dumpling?
She should have comped the whole meal, I think.
Personally.
And then got Beth's number, and I would have followed up and been like, oh, this is where the plastic came from. Because she said, oh, well, we don't make our chocolate in-house. We get it from somewhere else. So there needed to be some research on where that plastic came from. And then all of the dessert things should have been thrown in the trash.
Every single dessert. That's how Libbie would run a restaurant, man. She is a general manager. That's her philosophy if she was a general manager of a restaurant.
And I would have said, listen up, everybody. If you've got dessert dumplings at your table, I'm coming by with a little tiny trash can, and you're going to throw them in there.
And you're not just going to throw the whole plate in there, okay? You're going to grab the bamboo dumpling steamer, and you're going to act like you work at this restaurant, and you're going to take the bamboo dumpling steamer and you're going to smack it along the trash can, thereby getting all of the little dessert dumplings out of the bamboo dumpling holder into the trash can. And then I will not be taking the bamboo dumpling circle holder from you. Somebody will be coming around at your table next and picking it up.
And stacking it into a bamboo tower of bamboo holders.
Steaming dumpling holder. Somebody will be coming around with a very large tray of bamboo dumplings, and we just ask that you take your bamboo dumpling steam tray and you set it on top of the bamboo dumpling steaming tray tower of Pisa they've got going on, okay? That's all we ask.
And if you think you're going to be cute and try to hurry up and eat a couple of those dumplings, well, guess what? You're going to die. There's shards in them.
Yeah, there's shards in it. And guess what? This guy right here, he's our best bus boy. He's going to be coming around and give you a big whop on the back of the head if he sees you put one of those dessert dumplings into your mouth. So don't even think about trying to put one of those dessert dumplings into your mouth.
And he's going to do the sweep whenever you find someone unconscious on the ground. They always tell you to do a sweep of the mouth like this. He's going to do a quick sweep Make sure there's no dumplings in there.
Okay, if Andre suspects anybody has got a dessert dumpling in their mouth, Andre's going to be coming around and doing a sweep, and he's not going to warn you. He's not going to warn you.
He's going to open up your airway first, like so, and then sweep.
He will be first opening the airway. Remember that. First, he will be opening the airway, and then a sweep. Okay, everybody get ready for the sweep. Andre's, yeah.
And everybody will be refunded only one of your dessert bamboo dumpling trays, whether you got 1 or 15.
Yeah, absolutely. And here's the deal. If we do see you trying to take the dessert dumplings and putting them into any kind of to-go container or anything like that, we will unfortunately not be able to let you leave with those dessert dumplings today. So again, Andre will be coming by and checking every single person's purse and
pocketbooks
and
too.
Pocketbooks. So get your pocketbooks out and ready, because we're not just doing a sweep on the inside of your mouth. We're doing a sweep of the whole place.
And don't try to put it in your kid's diaper bag thinking we're not going to look in there, because we are. We're checking all bags, backpacks, pocketbooks, billfolds, purses, pencil holders.
Mm-hmm. We'll be checking every single one of those things, okay? And listen, we do have a general diagram for every single diaper bag on Amazon.com. That is a website run by Jeff Bezos. And we do have just a general outline. So if there is a secret compartment in your baby's diaper bag that you're planning on hiding a dessert dumpling in, don't even think about it, because Andre's going to know. Okay, he's the best of the best, and we don't hire a dud dumpling here. Okay, yep. We only hire good eggs, good dumplings here. Okay.
Oh, that was a good one.
Yeah.
Could have ended badly. Ended okay, because luckily Beth doesn't eat out of control.
The way that I was sucking these dumplings in, I mean, whole meal. This was at the very, very end. I am a rabbit eater. I was so hungry. I was basically poking a hole into my dumpling and then just sucking it right up.
I was dipping it in soy sauce first, soy sauce and ginger, poking a hole, and then sucking it up.
I'm just saying, y'all, people need to be really careful of what they're putting in their mouths.
And this could happen at any restaurant across the nation.
Yeah, wasn't just Din Tai Fung. I was at Applebee's one time, years ago. Got me a little carrot.
Huh?
Not one carrot. I got a side of carrots for my meal. Yeah. Guess what? Fucking plastic bag. Half of the plastic little bag, they microwaved it, was at the bottom of my carrots.
Yummy.
Yeah. You know what I did? I said, first off, you guys are the problem.
First and foremost.
I said, first and foremost, I'm going to need to speak to the president of this company. Not just the manager of this building. I need the president on the horn now. I said, you get him on the horn.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
get him on the horn.
But I mean, it happens. It happens.
It happens, and that's a risk you take when you're going out to eat, where humans are preparing your food.
Yeah, someone's going to fuck up, dude.
Somebody spent a night out drinking. They were on a bender. They're showing up at work still drunk, not paying attention.
At the assembly line.
And they get a little piece of plastic. Maybe it fell out of their glasses. Maybe they dropped their glasses broke, and a shard of plastic flew in there. Or maybe one of the prep buckets is what it looked like.
That's what it looked like.
A piece of a prep bucket.
It looked like a Cambro broke the little thing off of the top of the lid where you pull it off, broke off into the dumpling.
Because it was that discolored yellow. Like usually when you get them, they're a nice color. When you have them for 13 years, they turn yellow.
Yeah. They start to develop a very cloudy like color on them. It's not good. You can tell they're dirty as fuck. That's what it looked like. And you know what else I'm going to be doing tomorrow when we go to Din Tai Fung again?
Using a metal detector to see if there's any shards inside of the food?
No, I'm going to be asking them the truth on their dumplings, on their chocolate dumplings. I'm going to say, and I'm walking in with that microphone you're holding, and I'm going to hand it to our server. Yep, I'm going to hand it to her just like that. I'm going to say, where are your dumplings from? No, this is what I'm going to say. Where are your dumplings from?
She'll say, the kitchen. And
Where?
You'll say, no, where?
Where are those dessert dumplings from?
Where are they created? She said they didn't make the chocolate.
She did, which is odd. And I mean, I guess that makes sense, but that means there was this big plastic. Listen, we're detectives, okay? Mm-hmm. We're trying to figure out what's going on here. This is Dateline 48 Hours. We are going to figure out what went on in that Din Tai Fung so that we got a piece of plastic inside of our chocolate. Okay?
Yeah.
But I would say that it had something to do with the plastic container.
I'd like to go back there and inspect every single plastic container that they used.
Oh, God. You would seriously be the most annoying fucking inspector ever.
But you know what? I would have saved my company billions of dollars on lawsuits. Then I would have taken fingerprints on it and find out just which employee did it, and then that person would be gone. I'm sorry, Ron. We're going to have to let you go. You let a shard go into there.
Well, I mean, what? What do you mean? Go into where? You didn't even specify where it went into. What are you talking about?
Into a dessert dumpling. You know how we have the bamboo dessert dumpling stacks?
God, what are you talking about? That wasn't me. There's no fucking way it was me.
Ronald, I took your fingerprints. Your DNA's all over the shard.
Oh, yeah? That's crazy because I burned my fingerprints off 40 years ago just so this exact situation would never happen. So looks to me.
Guess what, Ronald?
Like,
not only was there fingerprints, there was your DNA.
You better not say semen.
I didn't want to say it. I said DNA, but your semen was on it.
There's no way.
Ronald, why were you jerking off on the dessert dumplings?
What are you talking about? I wouldn't jerk off onto a dessert dumpling.
Well, somehow your DNA got into a dessert dumpling and a shard.
Well, I am very confused because I'm almost positive that I was jerking off.
Where, Ronald?
That is fucking crazy because I swear to God, today and yesterday, the only place I have jacked off is my bed, my car, and this bathroom. I'm trying to figure out how the fuck.
Well, you know that little sign in the bathroom that says employees must wash hands? I guess after you jerked off, you didn't wash your hand, Ronald, and a little piece of your seminal fluid got into one of the dessert.
Now, are you saying Seminole is in that song that George Strait, like a Seminole?
No.
Okay, got it.
Like seminal fluid, semen.
Oh, got it. Oh, I was confused because in my mind, the way you were spelling it, I was spelling it Seminal.
Yeah.
And
I don't know how it's spelled.
Well, you were saying semen.
Yeah, semen
So
fluid.
I got a little jolted.
I should have just said semen fluid, Ronald.
No, you're doing great. No one's mad at you for saying nothing.
Let's not start pointing fingers at me. You're the one that's been jerking off and putting plastic in the chocolate wontons.
There is no fucking way. Excuse me. That was disgusting. And I do apologize.
That was disgusting.
What I will say is there's no way that my semen is in that dessert dumpling. Okay? And you know what I'd like to do? I'd like to give it a smell test. Why don't you give me that little dump? Why don't you
Here's one of the samples that we picked up from the table where the woman almost violently choked. All right, here you go.
Okay. No, not a chance. It's not my semen.
Ronald, I ran an entire DNA profile. It matches your DNA 99.9%.
I don't know what the freak you're talking about, okay? There's no way. I think you've got a bump. I think you got a bunk and bark
What?
Yeah, I think the DNA test you got is for dogs, and that's what's going on.
It
You
doesn't
gotta,
matter who the DNA
No.
tests for. DNA is DNA.
No. Okay. Well, I beg to differ, and you know what I will be doing is I'll be taking the remainder of these dessert dumplings, and I'll be resigning from my position.
Okay, you can do that, but you cannot take the dumplings off site. They are now part of a crime evidence.
Off-site. Oh,
They're evidence.
Okay.
You take them off, you will be charged.
Okay.
With you'll be charged for harassment and messing with evidence.
Hey.
You will be got on harassment charges.
Well, I need you to look right behind you, okay?
Yeah?
He runs off with the dumplings.
Oh, God damn it, Ronald.
Oh, motherfucker. Oh,
Son
God.
of a bitch.
Yeah, all around, the dessert dumplings are a hit. And, I say, hey, here's my review. I say, still get the dessert dumplings, just chew a little slow.
Lower. And what I'm going to say is Din Tai Fung is lucky that it was us and not some guy that's like, I'm throwing the pants off for you.
I mean, imagine if we started screaming or something.
It would have ruined not only the small child's meal, but everyone around us.
Oh, God.
Everyone around you.
Everyone around us would have been so mad. But yeah, either way, I'm ready to get some sleep so that I can be ready for another Din Tai.
Literally in 12 hours, we'll be back there again, pretending we'll be using something called cognitive dissonance so that we can forget what we witnessed, so that we can eat 3 stacks of bamboo dumplings, 1 plate or 2 plates of green beans, 2 plates of cucumbers, 1 bowl of pork chop fried rice, We're going to skip the wontons this time. And then we're going to go ahead and get 3 of the dessert. What happened? Did you fart?
You did, didn't you?
No.
Oh, my God. I heard a fart.
I heard like a bop over there.
Oh, that's what I heard. I thought it was a fart.
Oh, no.
I mean,
I'm like, she just farting. It was like a pop, like a.
Okay, I thought that was you farting, and I was like, I was more laughing because you kept such a straight face, so I was so confused.
That's because there wasn't a fart. There wasn't a fart.
Okay.
Barbara, there was no fart. Barbara, there's no fart, Lord.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right, honeys. Well, we've got fucking the day that you guys are listening to this will be our last show of this tour in Eugene, Oregon, and
Eugene Levy, Oregon.
Eugene Levy, Oregon. Yeah, we will be seeing them there. Yeah. Then we all go home, and we're gonna be driving to Nashville
For a long time.
for a long time. Yeah. So, Barbara, you're scaring me.
Barbara, I don't see nothing, Barbara.
Barbara, I'm scared. It's because of the privacy screen. Is everything okay? Oh, Lord, don't say it. Don't say it.
Barbara, it wasn't recording anymore.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious, Barbara.
Oh, Lord.
See how long it got.
Oh. When did it stop? Well, everyone's going to have a really nice
Time looking at me.
really nice time
I
looking
want
at
to put
you.
a picture of you in there.
42:23.
Why did it stop?
Why the fuck would it stop?
Was it me?
I hate this country. I hate it. I hate Apple iPhones.
Was it because of me?
I hate everything. I don't know what the fuck it was from.
Well,
but here's what I fucking know.
Look and make sure it wasn't my fault.
Is that I'm fucking sick of it. I'm sick of this.
Let me take a video of you.
I'm
just going to take some of the video of you just going like talking, and then I'm just going to insert it in there. It's not going to match.
Just mute that portion of the video and keep the audio.
Just
you know
talking.
what? Do it.
And I'll just loop it over and over again.
I think that's a great idea. Yeah, I think people will really like that.
Why would it turn off? That's a new phone. Was it me? Did someone call?
It doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. I'm going to look at here's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to look at my fucking storage, and I swear to fucking God, if my storage isn't full, which it shouldn't be, I would have gotten an alert. I'm looking at no camera. Do you understand what I'm doing? I'm looking around right now, hoping there's a fucking camera. I hate this.
What do you mean?
Well, I was looking at this camera. Mm-hmm. There is no camera.
Right.
No.
I'll just have to take clips of you just looking like you're talking.
Okay.
Was it when I picked it up?
So, I do have 127.2 gigabytes out of 128 gigabytes used.
Did somebody... so you're full?
Yeah, it looks like I'm full.
Oh, God. I thought, let's not use our phones. Tina's got plenty of space. I mean, not use our phones. Let's not use the camera.
Oh, it's a brand new phone. This is unreal. This is some podcast life on the road. You got it. You heard it. We love you. Goodbye.
Cut. I hate this country.
Rats! So if you don't like it, kiss her ass.
Yeah!
You fucking moron.